China-US trade war. China has been hurt by the ongoing battle. Image, Getty. Beijing's manufacturing sector also expanded at its weakest pace in over 2 years in October, hit by slowing domestic and external demand, in further signs of deepening cracks in the economy from an intensifying trade war. America. Fears over China's slow growth and its likely drag on the global economy have vexed financial markets recently, and Wednesday's official Purchasing Managers Index (PMI) indicates more stress for investors through coming months. The official PMI, which gives global investors their first look at business conditions in China at the start of the last quarter of the year, fell to 50.2 in October, the lowest since July 2016 and down from 50.8 in September. It was a touch above the 50-point mark that separates growth from contraction for a 27th straight month, but undershot the 50.6 forecast. The news shows a further loss of momentum in the world's second biggest economy, and the deteriorating environment for businesses could prompt more policy support from Beijing on top of a raft of recent initiatives. Raymond Young, chief economist for China and NZ, said, "All the numbers from China's PMI released today confirm a broad-based decline in economic activity," adding that conditions for the private sector was much worse than headline data suggested. The government's priority is to avoid a financial blow-up. New export orders, an indicator of future activity, contracted for a fifth straight month and at the fastest pace in at least a year. US-China trade war. The yuan slumped to its lowest level in a decade. Image, Reuters. The government's priority is to avoid a financial blow-up. Raymond Young, chief economist for China and NZ. The sub-index fell to 46.9 from 48.0 in September. While China's exports have been pretty resilient largely as firms front-loaded shipments to dodge stiffer U.S. duties, analysts predict pressure building in coming months. October marks the first full month after the latest U.S. tariffs came into effect. Washington and Beijing slapped additional tariffs on each other's goods on September 24, and U.S. President Donald Trump has threatened to hit China with more duties. US-China trade war. Beijing's manufacturing sector also expanded at its weakest pace in over 2 years. Image, Getty. If the United States follows through on its promise to increase its tariffs to 25% at the turn of the year, exporters will feel more pain. Julian Evans-Pritchard, senior China economist at Capital Economics, said, "The 25% tariff rate will be activated in January. Maybe the weakening of new export orders in the PMI is a warning sign of what's to come, even though it hasn't been reflected yet in the hard data."